This political t-shirt design is trending like crazy now. This whole niche is making money. I had a few people reach out to me today on Instagram and then on YouTube in the comments asking me a few questions if the political niche is safe. And the answer is yes, it is. But you need to be very careful because Amazon is locking down on this pretty hard when it comes to like hate speech. They don't want you being mean to the individual. So one of the things that I recommend you understand is the way that you're, wording a design. It may be actually looked at by a human and not by any of like the bots on Amazon, like the rejection bots on Amazon. So keep in mind when it comes to anything like this, they're paying attention heavily to this. They're making sure that people are not making any type of like mean designs and trying to put someone down in a way where you're trying to put down a future president or the current president. It seems like Amazon is leaning more towards that, and they want less and less of that on the platform when it comes to designing for Amazon Merch on Demand. And I think a lot of the other platforms are trying to follow behind them, but they have their own problems, their own issues on their own platforms. And let's take a look at that viral Trump design of him, that viral mugshot of Trump that went crazy. And we caught it, and we talked about it. If you're not following along, in my last video, I talked about the design, and before it went viral, we caught it. We kind of went over it and we did try to share with you guys and give you guys a better understanding of what's going on in the niche to kind of like, this is happening now, and this is what looks like what's going to happen. And I believe this whole niche is going to go viral and start to take off. Now, that one t-shirt design I checked this morning it was at 500 BSR. Now it's at 200 BSR, which is probably and that means that thing is just flying off the shelves and going crazy. And make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up because it helps me. Thank you. All right, so I'm over here in Merch Informer using a Merch Hunter. My link is going to be down below in the description if you want to test out Merch Informer. There's like a 7-day trial, and then use my coupon code to get a 20% off. But what I'm using here, I excluded all the brands here and excluded some brands, and then I just hit search, and it's basically showing us the top selling designs now. There's like a whole, if I go all the way down, you're going to see there's a whole list of, different types of t-shirts that are trending now on Amazon or just making sales consistently on Amazon. So let me go back up here. You're going to see this here. So one thing I'm getting asked is like the political niche, is it safe? Now, from my understanding, if you're running for president, if you're going to run for the president elections in 2024, it should be safe. And if you don't feel comfortable making designs for this niche, you shouldn't make designs for this niche. It's that simple. And if you feel more comfortable to say you don't want to use your Amazon Merch on Demand account, for years I've kind of just stayed away from the political niche since I've been doing this. Okay, I've been doing this for a while. Something that I've personally just kind of stay away from because it's like a little bit confusing, because it's like, okay, it's safe to do it, but when they're running for president, and then if they get elected and become a president, they're a public figure. But after everything's said and done with, from my understanding, it's not up to it. So it gets a little weird and a little confusing. And you may correct me on that if that part there might be a little wrong, but I think that's exactly how it works. Because, after, let's say, Trump wasn't president no more, it wasn't for you to create designs on it, but he said that I'm running for president again in 2024. So with him saying that, it should be safe. And then anyone else that's running for president now for 2024, they should be safe to create designs. But it gets a little confusing after they're not in office no more. So, but one thing Amazon is looking at is, you got to be careful how you're using the words and stuff like that. They'll reject a design if you're using some type of hate against the president or against a person that's running for president. This design, we touched on some of the designs. See that mugshot that he took when he went to jail the other day? It went viral. And you can see these people are not actually using the mugshot. It seems like they created their own over here. But these designs here, this one, there's this one here, but this one, these two here, this one too as well, looks like it probably copied this one. This one looks like it was up first, but if we look at this design, it's the best seller now. This thing is cranking, making a ton of sales. If you look at the all-time BSR, so it was up. And this is another thing too, like this has been going on, and if you're following this trend with Donald Trump, the mugshot, I say this has been going on. They're trying to, they've been trying to, the booking of the process of him going to jail and taking the mugshot, it was how would you say this? It was expected to happen, but people weren't sure. But the idea is there. So what this person did was, cool, this would be a good t-shirt idea just in case he goes to jail, because this was created in April. Well, it's made its first sale April 6, 2023. The first day that it was, April 5th. So it was created already, and they kind of got the idea and the concept with it. But look at this BSR at $290. This thing is freaking just cranking, probably making over $200, $300 a day. But as you can see, but then it started turning into a consistent seller. It started selling over and over and over. But look at this big drop here. You can see like it's at 106, and then the next day, so you can see on the 25th, it was 116K BSR. But look at the 25th, that, when it all happened, you're seeing it just drop, plummet, like just straight boom, 227. I checked this morning, it was like at 590, but now it's like we're just checking out 290. Crazy. This thing's cranking, just making all kinds of sales. Now the other one too, it's a not guilty, and these are like shirts for Trump, so it's not against him. So these are shirts for him. So legend, and he's just it's a mugshot of him being like booked into like a jail, and he's a legend. Now President Donald J. Trump, 4547. You're gonna see 04/2023. Not guilty. You're looking at this t-shirt, and it's a light color t-shirt. These are, this is made for, so it's like the black font, black text and all that stuff, but they're making it look good on a lighter colored t-shirt. Now, if we look at the all-time sales with this one too, so first sale is May 4th. Look at this one too. It just freaking, and just cranking all the way down. So on the 24th, it was at 227, but then it started going viral. This is the power of the internet. It started going viral, and look at it. And this, I'm pretty sure that's all organic. And they went ahead and raised the price because they're like, cool, I'm already ranking into the algorithm. This is going to be a top seller. This is going to make me some money. They have it at $24.99, and it's still cranking. Maybe if they lower the price a little bit, maybe it'll make a little bit, it'll trigger the algorithm a little bit more and push it down a little bit more. But I think they're good there. They're $24.99. They're cranking, making sales. So I think they did the right thing, and they're just boom, 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 making their money. And that's what they're put it for a higher price point to make money. And they're following the trend. It's going into the trend, and it's cranking out sales. And that's exactly what we look for as print on demand sellers. And I think that if you don't understand the rules and you don't have an understanding, is it worth risking your Amazon merch on demand account? No, it's not. Some people don't feel comfortable doing this and understand the rules because, 1 second it's because it's on Amazon's platform, and the next second they're like, no, we're going to take it down. We don't like it. But people are like, no, I feel more comfortable putting it on my Shopify store or my WordPress store, and I'm going to do it that way. I know a few people that, they crank it every time the election's around. They go and create a niche website and just start cranking out content for that niche website, and they start to generate sales. So there's so many different ways to, if you don't feel comfortable, you don't understand the rules over here, to go that way. You feel more safe. Just go create your own website and do it that way. And, as you go along and stuff like that, this is part of the game. I recommend you learn this so you feel more comfortable on your end. It's not like, oh yeah, this niche is not safe, or this niche is, and this is like, it's like some niches are good, but you have to understand your design and when you're creating for that design or creating for that niche, if you're doing it correctly. It's not like leaving a comment and say, oh, this niche is not safe. Most of the people that I've seen personally, when they say, oh yeah, this niche is not safe, they don't know what they're talking about for the most part. And then some of them actually do know what they're talking about. But then there's like a 50% chance of that person, they're just saying it because, their friend said it, or you know what I mean? They're just following along, or someone that they listen to, and they're just following along. And that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But this is why you should learn this on your own and get the idea of, creating the design and the process. And this is your business. It's not my business. I have my own business. I create my own business. I have an Amazon merch on demand account. But your business too as well, and I mean this in a nice way, is you have to understand it and learn the whole process. And follow the rules. Following the rules, you get rewarded. You leverage Amazon's traffic by looking at these crazy BSRs. You can see that they're freaking trending and making a lot of money. And that's what we try to do as a print-on-demand sellers, to follow the rules, create cool t-shirts that people want, and boom. And then another thing too, touch on real fast. Let me come over here to TikTok. I didn't even cover this in the last video, but let's say a Trump mugshot. So here's the mugshot. The thing's going, there's, some people that are going viral over here. Look at this. These views are just crazy. But then mugshot, let's type in shirt. You'll see people over here printing on their own. Look at, see, they're dropping their own. Look at this view. the views, 87K. They're dropping their own, they're making their own t-shirts, you know what I mean? Because, it can you can get away with a little bit more over here when you do that and you print your own t-shirts and you're doing stuff like that. Come over here and create your own content, press your own shirt, or, hook up to a third party print provider and do certain things. But it's at the end of the day, it's up to you, and making sure that you follow the rules. You're not breaking any rules, and as far as like infringing on anyone else's designs or anything like that. But you can see TikTok is one of the coolest places as far as learning and creating viral content. It's not a bad idea to do research over here and kind of see what's going on. So another thing too, so let's click on this shirt real fast. You can see that's selling, or they're trying to sell it. They have it. Look at this. They're trying to sell this shirt. So I'm pretty sure this is the store, and so they probably have their own website to do this. Let's open up this and see where this goes to. Pizza Slime. Let's go down. Yep. So new. But they're selling a t-shirt over here for $33. They're selling a hoodie $69. They're they got a tote bag and they got a coffee mug. And I know that the TikTok shops are very big now. If you can create anything, they're creating some pretty cool. They're creating some stuff. They got some stuff going on over here, which is really, really awesome. So there's just another way, to drive outside traffic to your link to generate sales with t-shirts, which is really awesome. And I think I'll be getting more and more into this year. And if you want more niche research, check this video out here.